Okay, welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm kidding. This is literally props. The mic's not hooked up, the headphones aren't hooked up. But this is, I have used these in the past to record audio for my computer because I've done vlogs like this before on my computer. But now I'm hooked up with a mic to my phone, and this is more just for visual appeal for myself and for anybody that wants to watch. Thanks for joining. It is January 21st, 01:43 hours in the morning. Yes, I am on night shift, so I'm in the middle of my day per se. And I just wanted to get on here and talk about some things because one, I'm going to use some of this audio for the video that I'm making. And two, this is just, I've done these videos on my computer using this mic and headphones. The headphones kind of keep me focused because it blocks out the outside noise. But yeah, so I'm going to read an entry from this notebook. It's dated February 1st, 2024. It was at 16:05 hours. So this was almost 2 years ago. I said, document the journey, track the progress. That way, if no one, correction, it seems that I've messed up. This entry is from February 1st, 2024 at 16:05 hours. And it says, document the journey, track the progress. That way, when someone asks, you can show them change is possible. Get after it. Go after it. Think good thoughts. Good thoughts repeated over and over again become great actions. You. It's you. It's all you, Michael. Submit to God and He will honor you. This feeling you have right now can be sustained long term. Man, I feel great. I am great. Working out is one of the best medicines available. Shine the light, Mike. It's a dark world out there and they need to see. Keep going. You've tracked yourself for a month. Now it's time to analyze the data. Look at the good, reflect on the bad, and think of how to improve in both the good and bad. I'm proud of you, buddy. Ever forward. I love you. Now, that was an entry I made almost 2 years ago. And it's funny, I'll have to, it's ironic, because there are some more entries through here. And typically I will start journaling in the beginning of the year, and then it kind of tailors off because I get bored with it, or whatever the case may be. But I started tracking myself in various ways, failed attempts, journaling. I'll have to look on my phone and do like a screen recording of what I did beforehand, but I had I would write about what happened in the day, what was good, bad, indifferent, whatever the case may be. And digitally on my notepad, I tracked it for a lot longer than I did in my notebook. But it seems that once again, my mind is racing and fighting demons, old habits, laziness, complacency, pride, justification, excuses. And so I think I've been implementing a system that works. And that's, I think, what I've been toying with for the last couple of years. Really trying to not only just track tasks, track data, track myself, but it's having a system that will capture my story. And Allison and I were just kind of rummaging around through Barnes & Noble one evening waiting for food, and I came across this book called The Bullet Journal Method by Ryder Carroll, creator of the Bullet Journal. And I'm only in the first few chapters of it, but I have enjoyed what I've read so far and practiced. It's called Track the Past, Order the Present, and design the future. And it's really captured my attention on a mental level. But basically, the back says, why are people around the world replacing their productivity apps with a simple notebook? Track the past using nothing more than a pen and paper. Create a clear and comprehensive record of what you've done. Order the present. Find daily calm by tackling your to-do list in a more mindful, systematic, and productive way. And design the future. Transform your vague curiosities into goals with manageable action steps that lead to big change. I wrote this book for frustrated list makers, overwhelmed multitaskers, and creatives who need some structure. Whether you've used a bullet journal for years or have never seen one, the bullet journal method will help you go from passenger to pilot of your own life. And it's a neat book so far, and I think I may have found a system that I want to implement that will, give me structure. I feel like I have that, but just it gives me a framework to work in and not confined by other journals that I've tried. This is a fitness one. Now this might be a good one. I haven't tried it, but these journals that come pre-planned with things in them, you're confined to the structure. With a notebook, you have basically a blank canvas to work on. So I'm gonna read some stuff out of here that I just finished reading, and it hits true. It's so powerful. So in this chapter, he talks about, this is like the start of getting into the bullet journal methods, but it talks about, this chapter's titled Decluttering Your Mind. Have nothing in your homes that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful. William Morris. And then there's another quote. For most of us, being busy is code for being functionally overwhelmed. And what does he mean by that? He talks about it. He says, we don't have time because we're working on a lot of things, yet things aren't working out a lot of the time. This phenomenon isn't just a 21st century problem, but it has been exponentially exacerbated by the countless number of choices technology has put at our fingertips. Should we type, text, call, email, swipe, pin, tweet, Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, message, or yell at our digital assistant to get it done? Whatever it is. And in what order should all of that happen? Oh, and before we can get started, we'll have to upgrade, update, reboot, log in, authenticate, reset our password, clear cookies, empty our cache, and sacrifice our firstborn before we can get where we're going. And where was that again? This freedom of choice is a double-edged privilege. Every decision requires you to focus, and focus is an investment of your time and energy. Both are limited and therefore exceptionally valuable resources. And in this day and age, with our digital information overload and digital distraction devices, no wonder we feel overwhelmed. No wonder our mind is cluttered with thoughts and ideas and things that just don't even matter, So he goes on talking about taking a mental inventory, and that's kind of like the first practical exercise you do before you get into it, and that's what I did tonight. And basically, you make 3 columns on a sheet of paper. You list out under each column working on, should be working on, want to be working on. And really just disconnect from your device and take 10 minutes to really declutter your mind, get everything out of here and into the real world. Because there's imagination up here, ideas, thoughts, whatever else you can think of, just they're fleeting, and you have to capture those thoughts, good and bad, because you have to explore where they come from and get them out. This is a garden up here, and if James Allen, as a man thinketh, our mind is a garden, and with the digital distraction, let's see, I want to pin a phrase for this. We are in a digital device distraction minefield, literally. where things just pop up, notification here, Reels there, YouTube this, and Snapchat that, and it's, so we're constantly bombarded by distractions, notifications, labeled productivity apps, and this will get clogged, and you'll feel overwhelmed, burnt out, fatigued, decision fatigue, and just this book is helping. What he's done is kind of helped folks to unclog the mind, declutter it, just with pen and paper. After you've done that, he goes into what's called the next chapter titled Notebooks. Journal writing is a voyage to the interior. Christina Baldwin. And basically he talks about this digital age where technology removes barriers and distances between people and information. We can learn about almost anything or communicate with anyone at any time from anywhere just by tapping our phone. It's a convenient that we avail ourselves of on average every 12 minutes. All of this convenience, however, comes at a price. And I don't mean the cost of your data plan, your cable bundle, or the pieces of your soul you sacrifice as you try to reason with your provider's customer service. In a world where Wi-Fi boosters are attached to church steeples, no place remains sacred. From the boardroom to the bathroom, technology has flooded our lives with more content than we can possibly absorb, washing away our attention spans in the process. Studies suggest that your concentration suffers simply by having your smartphone in the room with you, even if it's silent or powered off. In 2016, the average American spent nearly 11 hours in front of digital screens each day, factoring in 6 to 8 hours of sleep, which is also comprised by our phones, or compromised by our phones. We're left with around 6 hours of non-screen time per day. Now consider the time spent commuting, cooking, and running errands, and you can see where this is headed. We're steadily decreasing the amount of time we have to stop and think. Sitting down with your notebook grants you this precious luxury. It provides a personal space free from distraction where you can get to know yourself better. This is one of the main reasons we use a notebook, to bullet journal. It forces us to go offline. Our notebook serves as a mental sanctuary where we are free to think, reflect, process, and focus. The power of the bullet journal is that it becomes whatever you need it to be, no matter what season of life you're in. That's great. So, and he talks about how this is not necessarily another tool to use, but this is your toolkit. Your notebook and pen evolve as you go through different stages of life. And I'm excited to see where it leads. I'm hopeful that it will give me more clarity. I've kind of been in a state of hibernation lately. One, I'm on nights, so I'm kind of secluded from the world. And nights are terrible, not only for your circadian rhythm, your sleeping habits, your mental, even physical health. Night shift is draining. And for the past few cycles of night shifts, I've tried to figure out more efficient ways to lessen the burden of the impact that they have on you. I'm looking forward to seeing the sun again. There's been many, especially with this winter, many times where I've gone to bed before the sun's up, and when I wake up, because I'm just so exhausted, the sun's already back down. So, yeah,